Okay, so there's so many things that require you to be able to make a magic circle. And I just wanted to create a quick tutorial as to how I do this magic simple, how simple it is. And it doesn't need to be complicated because a lot of projects require you to start off with a magic circle. And many people do not know how to create a magic circle. Now, I'm not saying that you do need to know how to make a magic circle, but it also is another method that you can utilize. It's depending on what type of pattern you're creating and how flat you would want your center to be. So it's something so simple. What I do is I take my yarn, the tail of my yarn, meaning the beginning of the yarn, I wrap around my 2 fingers. So you see these 2 fingers? I wrap it around my 2 fingers. I usually always have the tail facing me because that's just the simplest way that I can understand it. Okay. Then what I do is the longer part of the yarn, I wrap it over my finger as an X. And I hold it in between here. Right. Now, you want to take your hook. You want to slide it under the yarn that's in the front, which is your small short of the tail. And you want to grab the longer part with your hook. So you turn it around and you pull it up. Once you pull it up and you take your hand out of it, it should look something like this. So your tail is inside the loop, and now it gives you an opportunity to now start chaining however many chains you need to create. Okay, it's that simple. Let's do it one more time. I'm taking my yarn, the shorter end, I'm making sure that it's facing towards me, as you can see, okay? Then I'm gonna take my longer part of the yarn and cross it over my finger and make an X. The reason why I'm holding it here is so that when I go and grab it, I don't lose it, okay? Then I'm taking my hook, I'm putting it underneath this first yarn, which is the shorter part of the tail. I'm putting it underneath here, and I wanna grab the longer part with the hook and bring it up. Once I bring it up and slide my fingers out, now it gives me this look, okay? And then now I have the opportunity of chaining up however many times. So if it says chain up 2 times and now create 10 double crochets, then now you can start creating your double crochets inside of your ring, okay? Now, if it is a little too big, you can always tighten it, but don't tighten it too much. And then you can continue to make your crochets, whatever you have to make according to the pattern or whatever you choose inside of your ring, okay? Then once you finish, you have that opportunity of closing your ring, your circle, and then now it is exactly what you want it to be by just pulling it, okay? And there you have it. Some people will say, oh, well, how do you secure it? So once you pull it in the middle and once you start your next round, one of the things that I do is I would actually tuck the yarn from the middle into my next round. Everybody does it different. A lot of people don't like the magic circle because they say it comes out, but it does not have to be complicated. So one last time, you're gonna have these 2 fingers. You're gonna put your shorter end of your yarn facing towards you. You're gonna make a cross with the longer end of the yarn, okay? Take your hook, put it underneath, grab the top of the yarn, and now you have the start of your circle, and then now you can chain up, okay? Like I said, if the circle is too big, just pull it a little bit to where you can still have some room to work in it. And then after you get the amount of chains that the amount of stitches that you need in it, then you can always make it tighter, okay? See, that's simple. Just that simple. And you keep going until you get what you need. And then once you get what you need, you take your tail and pull it closed, okay? And then after you pull it closed, then you can go with slipping into the first, top of the first that you made, and then you would have your circle. Okay? See? Voila. Plain and simple. It's that simple.